No one likes burnt homes, right? I personally don't like a burnt home much like I don't like burnt toast. The number one reason for fires in residential homes being because of unattended cooking, according to Fire Chief Fulham of DeKalb County and the American Red Cross. And I learned being a bad cook like myself included can be a safety hazard. However, unattended cooking is one of many ways to cause a fire in your home. Because of this, protecting your home from very preventable fires is this topic I want to talk about today. As people who spend a large portion of our time in the comfort of our homes, it is critical we have some background knowledge and implement some simple practices to protect your loved ones and property. I want to talk about some easy ways to potentially prevent a fire from starting, then some easy practices that could save a life if a fire does start in a home. According to the National Fire Protection Association, the NFPA, today's homes burn faster than ever. Experts say you may have less than 3 minutes to safely escape a typical home fire from the time the smoke alarm sounds. According to the NFPA, in 2021, local fire departments responded to more than 1.3 million fires. 75% of all fire deaths were caused by home fires. According to the U.S. Fire Administration, there has been a 6% decrease in fires in a 10-year period from 2014 to 2023. There is a 5% increase in deaths, however. This has to do with the material used to make furniture in today's homes. Underwriters Laboratories' Dr. Stephen Kerber discovered flashover time decreased from roughly 30 minutes with legacy furniture to about 5 minutes with modern furniture. State and Fire District states in an article titled Legacy versus Modern Furniture that legacy fuel is from the furniture that used to be in our homes about 40 years ago. It's made of 3 basic materials: wood, cotton, and silk, while modern furniture, what we have in our homes now, is made up of petroleum products, which burn rapidly, produces a tremendous amount of smoke, and flashes quickly. These decreased times in flashover and smoke buildup are very dangerous to occupants inside the home and decrease the chance of their escape and or survival, as well as for firefighters. Today's fires grow and expand a lot faster than previous decades, with flashover time in a matter of minutes and quick buildup of extreme smoke and gases. Preventing these fires is critical, but if we can't, being notified early and being ready to act and escape at the moment's notice is critical. Some of the points I want to go over today is never leave heat sources unattended: stoves, space heaters, fireplaces, smoking devices, all in between. Be mindful of electrical cords and power strips. Use regular inspections of washers and dryers and remove lint from dryer filters. This is critical because lint is very flammable. Make sure smoke alarms are in working order, as well as practice an evacuation plan. Back to my first point. Never leave any heat sources of any kind unattended, whether it's a stove, space heater, a fireplace, hairdryer, and anything else. Keep flammable materials away from these heat sources. For example, don't place a space heater next to some curtains. That will lead to a heated situation no one wants. Clean air filters and lint ducts, especially in dryers. Dryer lint is very flammable, and if it builds up and gets hot, it can easily ignite itself. Lint produced from dryers is quite flammable, making ignition very fast if introduced to a heat source or igniter. Point 2, using extension cords when using heat sources like space heaters, etc. Heat generating devices especially need an excessive amount of energy to produce heat, which could cause an overload, possibly start a fire. However, it's highly recommended by the Continuing Care Safety Association. Use power strips with overload interruptions or circuit breakers built into them. This mitigates the risk of overload on a heat extension cord or a power strip. Point 3. In residential homes, an easy way to give yourself an extra critical few moments is to keep your door shut throughout the residence. Doing so limits the fire accesses to oxygen, which is a crucial element and part of the fire triangle, which is fuel, oxygen, and ignition/heat source. This also slows the spread and the growth of fires. Especially at night, this will mitigate the amount of smoke and toxic fumes that will enter the room, as well as keep the temperatures critically lower if the door was open, which, while you are sleeping, gives you an extra few critical moments to get up, get out, or be rescued. Point 4, regularly check your fire alarms. Replace their batteries and keep them in a working condition. Fire alarms, according to the National Fire Protection Association, test smoke alarms at least once a month using the test button. Keeping fire alarms in good working order is essential to early notice, which gives extra critical time to act and hopefully escape. The ability to act is crucial in the case of a fire. The time is of the essence, but with these basic practices to first avoid, don't leave heat sources unattended, and don't use power sources like extension cord inappropriately. Then mitigate. Shut doors and around house. This slows the spread of fire and lessens the intensity of smoke and toxic gases into the room to give a chance to escape or be rescued. Then early notification. Keep smoke alarms in working condition with regular alarm testing and replacing if necessary. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay alive. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.